Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday night. Welcome back to the Football Card Quest. Tonight's show is going to be all around box ripping, pack opening. Let's see what we got in some of this product. We're waiting for our man Ryan from Rhinoverse. Ryan the Ripper is what we're going to call him. You guys have probably seen him on Ryan's store review. Here he is. We're trying to get his technical issues worked out with the camera on his phone. We're going to bring him in a second while he's tinkering with that. But so, yeah, you probably remember Ryan from Ryan's store review. This guy is a legendary box ripper. He pretty much gets a box of every product that comes out. He knows all about the hit runs. He's got some interesting information to share with us about the exclusive Fanatics deal that some of these pro athletes have and how that's impacting the box sales at his local card shop. And we're gonna rip product, man. We want to rip product. Let me know if you guys have enjoyed the preseason game. I saw Daniel Jones was tearing it up earlier. I'm looking at Bryce Young's box score: 3 for 6, no touchdowns, long of 15 yards, only 1 sack tonight. I wonder how many QB pressures. Still only a quarterback rating of 68.1. So still struggling for little Bryce Young. On the other side, though, Daniel Jones, 8 for 9, 69 yards, a touchdown, 20-yard long pass, 135.7 quarterback rating. Yeah, Ryan is as prompt as I am when I pick when it comes to his box ripping. No, the dude is a grinder, and we're happy to have him on. He's got to work out some technical issues, though. So that once we get there, we're almost there. You gotta, yeah. I wonder if he can hear me. Can you hear me, Ryan? Okay. So if you back out from your phone camera and switch it around, it'll ask you in the settings on your phone to if you want front or back camera, and you want to select the back camera. You may have to back out of it to do it. Yeah, so I heard Darren Waller had a couple of big plays. So you look at the box score here. Waller gets 4 targets, which tied for the lead in targets with Isaiah Hodgins. And then he goes 3 for 30, 10 yards per reception, a long pass of 12 yards. So you like to see that. I didn't actually see the plays, but from looking at the box score, that is fantastic. Obviously, he's going to be a primary weapon there. And then Jalen Hyatt, man. Actually, Jalen Hyatt had 5 targets, so I take that back. I thought Waller led the team with Hodgins with 4 targets, but Hyatt, the rookie, 4 for 35 and a touchdown with a long of 33. Hyatt's cards have been going just crazy expensive. He got wide open. Yeah, Hyatt has been going crazy expensive. Like, I would like to buy into Hyatt. The problem is he has gotten quite expensive, man. As a rookie, you have such a limited supply on his product. Maybe we'll pull some nice Jalen Hyatt. He's 3rd round draft pick, but he's got a crazy profile from Tennessee. A lot of people thought that offense was gimmicky at Tennessee, so he had value, but then it's like a 3rd round wide receiver, some fresh blood in the Giants' lackluster wide receiver room. This guy's got 97th percentile burst, 91st percentile 40-yard dash. So overall, an explosive athlete with a big catch radius at 6 foot, 32-inch arm length, which push him 70th percentile wingspan. So overall, he's got significant talent, and combined with limited supply, this is why his rookie cards have been going so cheap. Ryan says NFL Plus has condensed replays of preseason games and comes with Red Zone this year. Great way to scout play. Ooh, interesting. I like condensed replays. I love that. And you cannot fade the New York fan base. I've been relying pretty much exclusively on Twitter, whether it's My Sports Update or 32 Beat Writers is who I've leaned on a lot. But it's a ton to sift through. If I could go to one spot like NFL Plus, and like what I like to do is go through each game And if they could give you those condensed replays, that's not bad, dude. I like that. Only $80. So I just did YouTube TV. This is not a bad idea, though. Looks like we might have. We got something here. I'm looking at a Falcons logo and a Super Bowl.
Well, trying to get it straight here.
He's working on it, guys. So yeah, the New York fan base, but it blows me away, the prices. So what I want to see real quick while he's working on that, let's do some recon. Let's do some recon work, fellas. Let's do some recon. Let's share the screen. We will be ripping boxes and packs here momentarily as I say we, like I'm doing it. I'm not doing anything over here. I see Rhino back there working on all kinds of stuff, trying to set up his phone camera and his web camera, get them to work together in a harmonious marriage with looks like he's setting up some kind of arm ring light there. All right. What I want to look at was actually Darren Waller. So we know Jalen Hyatt's cards are just crazy expensive. I'm going to see what kind of crazy sales have popped off tonight. People going to the extent of buying the Under the Lights. If they go to the extent of buying the Legacy Under the Lights, that's how you know he's starting to get. Holy crap. They're going to the extent of buying Under the Lights rookie autos for over $20. That's insane, man. Look at the futures. But this, I think, is a pretty rare futures right here. This one 102.50. So let's see. Oh man, only a front pick? Come on, bro. Plus this, like, dude. This is so bad. This is such bad etiquette right here. I mean, who does this? Like, who? I'm sorry. I'm flabbergasted by this right now. I'm flabbergasted. We got no back picture. We got the card in a penny sleeve. I guess, this would be good for a buyer. And you got a big old thumb and a big long thumbnail over a good 10% of the card. Jacob said sellers need to do better. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Okay, so that's the Jalen Hyatt market. Got some score base auto going for $20.50. Wow. That's impressive because I was last night looking at the Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's been playing fantastic this preseason. And his score rookies were not. I mean, they're but in comparison, let's see. Check this out. So he's got some score. Let me go ahead. There's 249, 152. Wow, that's impressive. I just want to see the score auto price real quick. Let's see this. Yeah, 75, 60, 46. So to see the Jalen Hyatt 49, 64, to see the Jalen Hyatt going for above 22. So one thing I do like doing, because I am interested to see how many different rookie cards they have. They update this website very often. It is tcdb.com. So I'll come over here routinely, even on rookies, because they're updating it as soon as new sets are released and the checklist is released. They're updating this website. Was I spelling his name wrong? Oh yeah, I was. It's Jalin. So this guy also spelled his name wrong. Wow, that tells you there's actually quite a few people spelling Jalen Hyatt's name wrong. It's actually Jalin. I think that's pronounced Jalin. Or yeah, I guess it's Jalen. I don't call him Jalin. Nobody calls him Jalin. Come on, right? Come on, Andy. All right. Let's check in on Rhino. How's it going, Rhino?
It's going. It's almost there.
We'll come back and check on you in a minute. All right. We got Jalen. 536. And there's only 2023 notated. So he's got 536 different rookie cards already. Decent supply, you would think, right? But when it boils down to it, it's really those few sets. Like if you were to scroll through these pages, it's going to be a ton of Leaf. Like, I'm curious to see how much of it is Leaf. Yeah, I wish there was a way to expand results per page, but the first one and now the first 2 pages are all Leaf. It's all Leaf. He's got quite a bit of Leaf out. There's cards, Leaf cards out. All Leaf on the 3rd page again. Now we get in some Chronicles draft picks. So he does have some nice, really rare cards there. Rated rookie. He's got a clearly Donruss rated rookie. So he's got some pretty decent supply. So to see the score auto, that tells you how much people are buying his cards, man. That's pretty impressive. I'm going to go back to this tab. So I want to compare that to what we find for Darren Waller. This is a great case study here between rookie and veteran. Jalen Hyatt. Yeah, I mean, there's so many misspellings of his name. I just saw a Jalen. Here's Jalin. Bam! Scott with the monster pickup tonight. Immaculate Garrett Wilson out of 10. Sweet, dude. Congratulations. That's a big card, man. I'm guessing you paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 for that. Nice pickup. Very nice pickup. All right, let's see. A 2015 Darren Waller. I had an opportunity to get a Darren Waller. So that's not a bad deal right there. The one thing you take into consideration, yeah, it's pro uniform. Clearly, rookie ticket auto's a great set. These 2015 ones are, they're not my favorite, but this is before they made Optic. So this is what you get. This is before Optic. Optic came around 2016. I really like 2015 Prism. Big fan of 2015 Prism. I think that's definitely your gold standard. But look at stuff like this. I definitely would watch. I had an opportunity, though, to get this rookie ticket auto in an SGC 10 slab with a 10 grade, 10 card grade, 10 auto grade at the National for 100. I could have made the guy an offer too, but I didn't. I probably should have gotten that. I think this is a value right here. $5 shipping. See if you can take the shipping off. I've seen these cards get up to $50 to $60. The top end for 2015, if you're curious, would be to see what Stefon Diggs is. Stefon Diggs, rookie ticket auto. Hey, Jackson, I appreciate that. Real quick, let's check on this Stefon Diggs. No, I remember, man, I'm trying to. Yes, Gaming God. Oh, Gaming God LJ. I didn't want you to say it, dude. I was trying to think of it. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Then your logo immediately jumped out at me, man. Immediately jumped out at me. Gaming God, what is up, man? I've not seen you in forever, dude. And you changed the name, but I do remember this must be your actual name because I think your name was Jackson. Awesome, man. It's good to see you're still kicking it out there, brother. But yeah, I wanted to look up the Stefon Diggs and get an idea what the top of that draft class. So if I bought a Darren Waller because of that Giants fan base, right? If you actually look demographically speaking, let's see if we can pull it up. Sometimes this website doesn't always work. Most liked teams, but they're supposed to update this site. So the most liked NFL teams on Facebook. I don't know how well the Giants do on here, but I do. Yeah, okay. Number 10. Let's see, this up 8,778 is talked about today. So I can't. It's not great. Like I wish you could filter these columns, but 8,000 is pretty solid. And if you actually were to look at like the TV market area, the New York Giants area is the largest in the country. Like people per square mile is just crazy there. So that's why like they have a massive base of potential collectors and fans and stuff like that'll then just translate over and trickle over to additional demand for their cards, especially when they're playing good. They're an ascending team now with second year Brian Dable in this new offensive system. And you got to admit, that guy winning coach of the year, I mean, he's a stud, dude. He is a stud. So that's why part of the reason why Jalen Hyatt's cards are so expensive. There's a lot of expected upside there baked into the prices, but Darren Waller doesn't exactly have that rookie fear of missing out effect. And he's very good. And he was playing for a dysfunctional organization and a losing team. And he was dealing with health issues. So I expect you could have very much of a renaissance to Darren Waller's career. He is a guy that I do think could potentially beat you if you have no exposure. What I mean by beat you is that, yeah, just miss out. Like in the card world, right? You're just missing out on a big opportunity to make, a nice flip. There's some nice money off it, but in the same thing at the end of the day can be had said about fantasy, right? If you have Darren Waller, he could potentially lead you to a championship this year because you could potentially get him in like the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. And if he can perform like Mark Andrews, get back to that top 3 tight end status, heck, I mean, he's been there before. He's done it before. So it's just a matter of health, and Darren Waller is a matchup nightmare, a nightmare for defenses with his size and athleticism. So, and when you combine the scarcity of 2015 cards, I remember a couple years ago in 2021 when Darren Waller was coming off of that big season, before he started getting these injuries the past 2 years, his cards were a base rookie ticket auto was up in that $70 to $80 range that we just saw for Stephon Diggs. But he's cooled off big time since then. I like this. What? Something like this. This has got 10 watchers. And so you got to understand the scarcity around 2015 Prism. And then also understand that they made these cards with a lot higher quality. So doesn't necessarily translate over to PSA 10 hit rate, but in like this case with perfect centering, we are dead on color match to the Giants. And we're talking about short print run scarcity. Like if we just did okay, let's run this exercise. So if we just did a 2015, I might snipe this card right now if you guys don't snipe it. 2015 blue prism. 2015 blue prism and see what's available. Well, we could look at sold too and kind of look at these are a lot of sold transactions right now. We got blue wave. Might not be as scarce as I think. And this is why I think it's important to do this to see if it is as scarce as you think. It might not be too much more scarce than the base. And if that's the case, then it's like, all right. So I want to look and see what other guys are selling at. Tom Brady, 63, non-rookie veteran. Makes sense. It's color match for him. John O. I think that was Aikman for 5. And now we're on to basketball. So it's pretty rare. Like there's only like 10 to 15 listings. There's actually a couple interesting ones. Like I think that Jesse James for $1. Like it's not color match the Steelers, so maybe not. But all right, now let's see what's available. Well, I think they're different quarterbacks, Mr. T. Daniel Jones as good as Cousins. I think, obviously different quarterbacks. Cousins is your quintessential pocket passer. Cousins is going to throw for like 5,000 yards this year. But Daniel Jones in Cousins is going to have maybe tops 50 to 70 rushing yards. I mean, tops. Whereas Daniel Jones is going to have like 400 or 500 rushing yards, maybe 700 rushing yards, plus 3,000 or 4,000 passing yards. So they're totally different quarterbacks. I think what they're asked to do is different as well. You know, you look at the weapons that Cousins has, and now they add in Jordan Addison. It's gonna be pretty lit. Like, yeah, last year Cousins 97 rushing yards, but he throws 4,500 yards. I think that goes up even this year. I think Cousins could throw for career high number of passing yards. He threw for 4,900 back in 2016. Before he was even, I think that was before he was even a Viking, or maybe that was under Mike Zimmer. But yeah, he's got a good 5,000 to 5,500 yards in him this year. That I think that puts him in QB1 range. I think he's going to be great for fantasy, bad for cards. So I don't see him leading the Vikings to playoff or anything. Good for fantasy though. But when you factor in what Daniel Jones could actually get up to in terms of ceiling, it gets me definitely more excited because of the rushing upside. Heck, he put up 700 yards last year. So I think he puts up the same amount of rushing yards this year. He only threw for 15 passing touchdowns last year. I think that goes up with Darren Waller, Jalen Hyatt, Paris Campbell. And let's hope that big play Slayton stays healthy. And I think this offense, these passing touchdowns go up. This 3,200 passing yards goes up, because you got to remember their defensive secondary is still very weak. That's the weakest part of their entire team now, the defensive secondary. So what that does is that just leads to more shootouts. That leads to more games where the opposing team is scoring, and then now they're having to drive and score. And so they're just push. And, Brian Daboll knows how to stay competitive. He's a great schemer. He schemes around their strengths as well. And for Daniel Jones, a lot of that's the mobility and then the passing. So yeah, I think if there was one team from the NFC East that's like a dark horse, and hey, they can still earn playoff seeding even being third place in their division if they're that much better than the rest of the NFC. So I like Daniel Jones and the Giants this year. So definitely value there on Darren Waller. Some interesting potential. I think there's value on Daniel Jones. I'm curious to see if there's been any decent transactions take place tonight. Raw field level silver. Yeah, that's just so cheap. I mean, I get it's a plain patch. We do have some stitching there on the right, and it's horizontally formatted from limited. But we've also got rookie card shield numbered out of 75. 152, that's so cheap, man. Ryan, how you doing, brother?
I'm ready to rock finally. Sorry. Yeah? I was trying out these new camera angles and whatnot. So yeah, ready to get down to it.
All right, man.
So I got a number of things that we're going to try to crack open up here.
Okay. What you got?
It's just going to be some fun stuff, So whenever I break, or whenever I do boxes or get new stuff, I always like to get like you do breaks, you do like a number of different things. And I just do my own personal one. So I just get like a number of different things I want to open up and then open it all up. So to warm up, I get like something like this. It's like my warm up pack typically.
Warm up. All right, let's do some. It's like doing some arm circles, like some little,
some arm circles.
Some dynamic stretching,
some hand push pops and whatnot.
All right,
and then
let's rip it. Let's rip it, baby.
You ready to get it? All right, let's get to that one here. And so, hold on, get this there.
Oh, I guess we do want to give the people a quick official overview of what we're ripping.
All right. And do you have the other? Do you see the other? Is the camera in backstage or no?
No, it's not. It's not. You
Hold
got to
on one
go back to
second.
the link on your phone, and we'll get it. We'll get her
Oh,
added in.
hold on 1 second. Let's get it. I thought I had put it on there. So there you go.
We're gonna make you an official box ripper yet, man.
Sooner or later it will happen. Like,
Because you
yeah.
definitely have the touch of the wax gods on you. Do you guys know how many downtowns this guy's pulled out of Optic this year? Like, he's literally pulled like 4 or 5 downtowns. He's pulled Black Pandoras. He's pulled some of the craziest redemptions you'll see. I mean, he's pulled a 1-of-1 Larry STS guys. I mean, he's pulled some crazy
I
stuff.
pulled
Alien parallels.
seven downtown for this past year, from just like mainly from blasters.
Seven downtowns.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, so now do you see it or no?
I'm
There
getting
you go.
excited,
Now
man.
you see it. There you go. Now you
Yeah.
should have it.
What all right, so let's add it in. Let's see. Hopefully we
So
can
yeah, we can
no
flip around.
echoes. This is good, man. So far.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. And we got the horizontal view. So what we're gonna do
Yep.
is this. Ryan, we're gonna make a box ripper out of you yet. Look at this, baby.
It's gonna happen sooner. It's gonna freaking happen.
We're in the game. So we tried converting Ryan to a flipper, and his passion for box ripping and pack ripping is just way too strong. But what we do want to do is Ryan is agreeing to make he does want to move the cards that he pulls. So any cards that he pulls out of these packs that you guys are interested in, reach out to Ryan after the stream. What we're going to do is post up the hits in our Discord server, in our Patreon card market channel, and he will give you 15% or so under eBay comps if you want any of the cards that he pulls out of his packs, unless I'm sure if it's like a crazy Drake London hit or Bijan Robinson or Desmond Ritter or
the Falcons. I get first dibs on the Falcon stuff.
You get first dibs on the Falcons, but everything else he is
free
willing.
game.
And you gave me an incredible deal on that Rob Gronkowski downtown. And the card is beautiful. It's in great condition. So I know you're handling stuff well. I'm excited to see how you handle these cards here. All right, I'll keep I'll quit rambling. Oh, sweet. We got packs coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna do some Phoenix out of a hobby box that I have. So the shop that I work with, I get a lot of store credit because I'll bring them stuff that they need for their store, cards and whatnot, and they give me store credit. So that's how I picked up most of the stuff, was using my store credit. So like with this, I get a hobby box and they'll let me buy I call it packing it out. So I'll get to get 6 packs, and then they'll hold the rest of the box for me so I come get the other 6 packs or something like that. I could buy 2 at a time, 1 at a time, but they'll just hold on to the box. So that's my individual box. They let me pull it out as I can, or as I need to, or whatever. We're gonna do these things. This is something new I saw at the shop yesterday. It's called a hobby blaster.
Hobby blaster.
Yeah, they're calling it a hobby blaster. It only goes to card shops, and it has a unique parallel, and that's supposed to be these pink ones, I guess. And then,
man, I hope you pull an alien, dude.
And number.
Have you seen the alien?
I saw you talking about those yesterday, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "I didn't see none
so
of those."
Sick.
It kind of started made me get, because after I saw these, I really wasn't interested in the score at all, because I just don't like the design. But then I was like, well, that looks pretty cool. It looks something to kind of chase after a little bit.
Yeah.
So that
for some players, they're popping off. Like Jalen Hyatt, he's got like $25 base score auto rookies now.
I haven't seen these yet. This is the new select draft picks.
Nice.
So I picked up one of these megas today just to add into tonight. And then the topper, or the creme de la creme, is going to be limited. I got one of these limited boxes. So it's only 3 packs, 5 cards per pack. I got a pretty good deal on this. And again, I used my credit. So I picked up one of these packs. They had a few extra boxes, and these are getting ready to come out pretty soon here too. So there'll be some fire that comes out of this, pretty sure. But let's go ahead and get a little warm-up action right here. I'm going to start with this here Chronicle draft pick. For now, like I was saying yesterday, they said in that the current product hasn't been doing as well because they don't, a lot of the autos or the autographs for like CJ Stroud and who else is it? The top like rookies are not being they're not going to have, you're not going to have the autos in these packs
Yeah,
because they got that deal with Fanatics or whatever.
yeah, yeah. It's Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and Will Levis. So it is a big hit because those are 3 out of the 4 top quarterbacks. But I mean, Will Levis is like already struggling for his number 2 job with Malik Willis. So it's really Stroud and Young. Young has been struggling big time. Anthony Richardson is looking like he might
Like,
shatter the NFL. So and you
yeah,
pulled him right on the top as I'm talking about
uh,
it. I didn't even realize that. Nice. But
yeah,
that's
we
just
got
a
a
base
little,
pinnacle, like, right? We can't, the ceiling for that card's like $5 tops, right?
yeah, it's a cool looking card. I like the black on them for sure. Let's
Sell
see,
it right away because, right now he's most hyped
Josh
up quarterback.
Downs. And like I'm still trying to figure out who the receivers to look for are. Flowers is probably the one that I've been kind of keen on the
Yeah,
most.
Josh Downs isn't bad. He's not bad. He's actually a stack play with Anthony Richardson. He plays for the Colts. And now with Ashton Doolin getting injured, Josh Downs gets to step up. And Alec Pierce dropped a dime from Anthony Richardson last week. So, Josh Downs is actually got some decent upside.
How do you say that name?
And Boutte.
Boutte.
I think it's Boutte.
Is he from Louisiana? Because I mean, I see he's from LSU, but is he from Louisiana? Because
Yeah,
that's a
he's got
Louisiana
to
name
be.
if I ever heard
Yeah, he's
it.
got to be Louisiana.
Cam Smith's got a little defense action. Um, Again, I don't know who a lot of these guys are because and that's A&M. Now
Oh,
that
yeah,
would
I like Devon A-Chain. He plays for the Dolphins. That dude runs a 4.3 40-yard dash. I mean, Mike McDaniels, their head coach, literally beat the table in the draft room to draft that guy in the 3rd round. So, yeah, I like Devon A-Chain's got serious upside.
here's another one of the rookie so
Okay.
this is Bryce and they so from or from last week all the preseason stuff they're giving them all these new guys a hard time but it was a rookie game. I mean it was a preseason game and they had to have a lot of nerves for sure. So
Yeah, and the Jets starting defensive line was
Archie
was
Manning,
feasted on him for lunch, dude. Um, the
I
Jets
almost
defensive line might be the best in the entire NFL, and they sent him out there. That's cool. Look at that,
that
an
that
old
almost
Archie Manning.
it looked like Eli for a second for sure.
Yeah, it did look like Eli, and it also looks like Arch Manning in that plays for Texas now. Like they
Tanks, please.
Tank Bigsby's solid running back for Jacksonville
Oh,
Jaguars. Got
there you
upside. I
go.
mean, he's a tank. Tank is a tank.
This is Zay
There's
Flowers. There
Zay.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's he playing for?
the Baltimore Ravens. He's gonna be a beast, man.
Here's a little Shroud action. What do you think of these
Thank you.
acetates?
They're interesting. I tried to pick up a Jalen Hurts the other day. They definitely get bids and demand, but this is not. They don't sell for as much as the normal card that aren't see through.
Really? They don't pull like more than I would thought they would have pulled
No,
more.
no,
That's
acetate
crazy to
is
me.
not as popular as cardboard.
Huh. That's weird. I love those
Yeah,
acetates. They look great. I think they're so cool looking. And that was the
I
last
think
one of the
it.
bunch.
I wonder if it has something to do with the blank backs on them, and then also just the fact that they're like a plastic material and not because Panini Elements, which are like a metallic credit card, like a
Yeah, those are
metallic
cool.
plate, those don't sell for as much as cardboard either.
These are way more expensive on your eyes because they look so much. These things look so awesome in person, but they hold no value. But man, those are really cool looking cards.
That is a cool looking card. I see. I think you could though sell that right now for $4.99 with a plain white envelope. Like I think you could throw that up on eBay and you might sell it if your pictures are good. Like if your pictures are good the way that you're holding it right now,
Capture
then
all that color.
yeah, I mean, look, if Ken Walker gets injured here starting the season, Charbonnet is going to pop off big time. He's going to get an insane, and he's going to get opportunity regardless. So he can put up, he can play.
So I'm
He's
going
a
to
good
start
receiver.
separating kind of like the ones that are hits from non. So let's move over to the so sometimes I'll do like this. So sometimes we'll do let's get a couple of these going because these should have a hit in them. Let's see if we get any these Phoenix cards. I think they have 4 hits or 3 hits in them, or is it
Wow.
two autos and then a mem? So let's just see what these two end up getting. This is a mem, obviously, because it's thick. Although let's say put that crazy white board in there or something like that.
All right, here we go.
Bill McCaffrey action. They
All
are
right.
sweet cards, though. I think these are so underrated. Taylor.
Very, very thick, right? It's like almost like holding a mosaic or a prism or a select card in your hand.
Yeah, and they're real clear. Sometimes they're not as clear. There's like a fuzziness to them, but this pack has really clear, and I love that. That'd be great for Houston. That will move in Houston really easy. Here's one of the inserts. Little AJ Brown action. It is
Nice.
199, so 34 of 199.
That's cool.
And then a little Olave action. It's not numbered, but
RC
Olave, some
Shield.
Olave.
Is that off
Yeah.
center, left or right?
Yeah, it's heavy this way. It's heavy this way.
That's a cool looking card. That is a cool looking card, man. Yeah,
These are hard
Olave.
too, because you have to look at like how this edge is. See, it kind of like it's off the card. So you might think this
Yeah,
first edge is there, but so it might not be, it might be actually on center. When you take that in consideration.
yeah.
Huh.
Cool card. I
Yeah,
feel like
those are cool.
obviously you pulled 2 hot rookies out of one pack, one serial number. So I'm interested to comp that card. Let me comp that while you're opening the next pack.
Let's see what's in here. So are we gonna get a bum or are we gonna get a real card? Oh, it's a real card. All right, cool. Because you get those some of these come with that white thick card in there. Let's say that for last. On top is Thornton, the old big old helmet. That helmet's ridiculous.
He's got such a
His
his head
face
to
is so
helmet
small.
ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny
And
head to helmet ratio.
he gives a D hop action. Did he land someplace? He did, didn't
Yeah, Tennessee Titans.
he? Cooper, and then here's a Prism Metcalf.
All right. So
Let
that
me put
Chris
some of these in.
Olave's hot route silver is a $5 card. Could sell that for 5.
Very nice, very nice. We'll go ahead
But
and
there's a lot of them, so it is a pretty common insert.
if it was numbered, it'd be a lot better.
There's a
Obviously.
yellow out of 75 that sold 5 days ago for $10. So
What about
what you
the
really want to pull out of here is a Star Signs. There's a Star Signs rookie auto from Phoenix that's got like a constellation in the background. That's what we want, man. Those are going for triple digits.
Star Finds? Huh,
Yeah,
I've never
Star
even seen
Finds. It's
one.
got like a constellation in the background with a rookie sticker auto.
So we have 2 more packs of the Phoenix, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump on over. Well, let's check what this mem card is, so we know it's not Thornton. So we'll let the let's say we'll go like this. Oh, there you go.
Oh, Eric Azukana. He's actually got a little bit of hype. He's got a little bit of hype for the Dolphins, but he's buried on the depth chart, man. He's going to be a wide receiver 3-4.
Yes, that's the meme. So yeah, I don't know much about this guy either. Again, with you got old Cheetah and
Late
whatnot.
draft talent, unimpressive measurables, but I mean, he seems to have a good work ethic, and he actually seems to have pretty decent hands. So if you can develop as a good route runner in the NFL and get open with good hands, I mean, you don't have to
Would
be the fastest guy. And the
would Cheetah
Miami
have to?
Dolphins,
It'd be nice if this was like multicolored too. Would Cheetah
yeah.
have to drop out, I guess, for him to kind of get play?
Oh yeah, yeah. For him to have any kind of breakout, both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are going to need to maybe not miss time at the same time, but one of those guys is going to have to miss time. So
So,
here, check it out. I want to show you the star signs real quick while we're in
yep,
between packs,
yeah,
so we can do this. Look at
heck yeah.
this.
Oh,
So
yeah,
this is
that's
the
awesome.
star
That is
signs.
cool. I've never seen that. Huh,
That would be cool, right? Look at that. It's
man,
a
that would be
Phoenix
cool.
logo,
I've never seen
constellation in the
that.
background. That's awesome, man.
What are those number to?
Um, no
Like,
numbering, so no
huh,
numbering on it.
you would
There
figure
might
there'd
be
be like
multiple inserts.
some type of number you'd figure, but no, where's my rate? Oh, it's right here. Get my blade. So I'll
Got
save the
Billy
other.
T in the house, Mr. T, Davis.
Are
Davis is
you
bullish on Tony Pollard. Love it.
are you doing any? Are you doing any of your draft this weekend for your
Yeah,
leagues?
so I'm in a slow draft in a dynasty superflex startup with my buddy's son, as it's an interesting group of kids and adults in there. And then I'm also doing underdog drafts. I did some underdog drafts last night. I was just on Carter's fantasy channel. If you guys are interested, Carter the Power, my man from our Questcast on Tuesday, does have a fantasy football channel. It's called Mediocre Fantasy. And it is quite fun, man, because the expectations are low. You don't have to be great at fantasy. You can just get in there and steal Carter's money, so it's
He's got plenty to go around too.
oh yeah,
The
he's a
always
good
fun
sport,
part
man.
of the newer cards is like when you see, oh, got the no, that's not a rookie, it's a second year. Like changing your mind. Oh, what's Tom Brady and look at that in the Pats situation there. Jim Kelly action. Yeah, when they changed the this is 2023, so what's the name is no longer a rookie in this one. There's some love. Now I don't have any love cards at all.
Well, that one's not going to be worth anything.
What about O'Connell?
Yep. O'Connell is a interesting dude, man. I kind of like Aiden O'Connell. I'm not
So
gonna lie. He's
his
definitely
dad,
a play.
his dad was a Q, right? It's the same. It is, but O'Connell that's his dad, isn't it?
Maybe. No, I don't know. I don't know. I
He
don't know his
looks
full
like him.
story.
His dad used to be a quarterback for the Steelers, I think.
Maybe. I know this cat went to Purdue and he's a really late graduate. Like he's already 25 years old as a rookie.
He wasn't too
6'3",
good at this.
210.
Musgrave.
He's not mobile, but he had a pretty solid accuracy rating out of Purdue.
Some
But
Gibbs.
didn't throw the ball deep. Uh, did throw for 3,700 yards with a 72% completion percentage in 2021. That's what's interesting. Negative rushing yards each year, though. So he's an immobile quarterback.
But you know who I'm
But
talking about? O'Connell.
his dad, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have to like Google it and look it up.
I mean, you're my age, right? I mean, he can't be that old. I think his dad like played. Yeah, look up O'Connell, a cute quarterback.
Well, Kevin O'Connell is the coach of the Vikings.
No, it's not Kevin O'Connell. It was.
It's
He
gonna
was.
drive you crazy, isn't
It
it?
is. He was with the Steelers, so that's some Watson action. I wonder if
All
Watson's
right.
going to show up this year.
I'm gonna Google it just so. I found Neil Kennedy O'Donnell. Here's Kevin O'Connell. That's the
Kevin
coach of the
O'Connell
Minnesota. That's the coach of the
was,
Minnesota Vikings.
but was he a quarterback?
And I don't think that's Aiden O'Connell's dad because Kevin O'Connell's pretty young.
But was Kevin a quarterback?
Maybe. He's a very quarterback friendly coach, so I wouldn't be
God
surprised.
damn.
Actually, I
I'm gonna
do
have to
think
look it
Kevin
up.
O'Connell was a quarterback.
So what about this guy? Because I have been pulling a number of him. Stetson Bennett,
Stetson Bennett? Oh,
Rams.
yeah, because, how long is Matt Stafford going to stay healthy for? I mean, Matt Stafford he's
He's fine.
pushing, what, 36, 37?
This
He's
is a
not too much
Flowers.
younger than Aaron Rodgers, and he had a spinal contusion last year.
Oh, there's a.
Um, he didn't need to have like fusion surgery like Peyton Manning did back in the day. Apparently, there's a lot of bruising and he may be fully recovered from his injuries, but the offensive line is just decimated on the Rams, and it's like how long can he stay healthy at his age? And I don't know, man. I don't know.
Devontae Smith, man, I have so many rookie cards of him, and it just, I mean, it didn't seem like they really um did anything. The rookie cards, like no one really is after him at all.
What? Who?
Devontae Smith,
Well, his base rookie ticket auto sells for about $60. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
ta-da! Let me
He's
go to
not at the
Christmas.
very top like Jamar Chase, but he's right there. I mean, Devonta Smith is at that T. Higgins level hype. I mean, there's even a lot of Leaf auto Devonta Smith cards that sell for like $40 to $50. Now, the one thing I will say about Devonta Smith, Ryan, is that he's from the 2021 class, and they really, I think, blew the print run out of the water on a lot of the base cards and just like the
Yeah.
base parallel, like the silver prisms, optic hollows, that kind of thing. I think they
Mhm.
really increased the print run on those to where it's very hard for those cards to now get up, especially for a wide receiver to get up over like that $20 hump. Even Jamar Chase cards have struggled to get up over that $20 hump.
Yeah, there is a lot of cards. I have like so many of those from that class. There's that guy, the sole XRC that I ever found, Jake
Jake
Hayner.
Hayner. Yeah, the thing
Yeah,
is, he's a definite QB3. Like the Saints got Jameis Winston on lockdown there.
I sold the
And
XRC
Andre
for
Losivas
125.
is interesting. That guy you just went by right there, that Andre Losivas, he's got
Uh,
very few rookie cards, and he's actually been balling out in the camp and in preseason for the Bengals as a wide receiver. He had a
mm,
great week one last week.
there
Tyjae
we go.
Spears is earning the RB2 role behind Derrick Henry.
What about Porter? Is
Joey
that
Porter's
is
Jr., that's a
so
guy
his
you want to collect.
and his dad was in the NFL too, right?
Yep. Yep. His dad played for the
Or the
Steelers
Saints.
too.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
Steelers, yeah. So
Yep.
Washington.
Darnell Washington plays for the Steelers. No, Noah Sewell. That's supposed to be
Um,
Penei Sewell's little brother.
your boy's gonna want that one. What's his name? Uh, that you do the drafts with.
Carter?
Nah. The
Oh, Steve.
yeah. Will Levis. Again, I've been pulling a number of his
Levis.
cards too. There's
Huddle
so
up.
many of these like lame like inserts.
Is
Go for
this
the oldest.
that hobby blaster box that you're talking about?
Yes. Yes. And I'm
Man, you
still
get
looking
so many
for,
cards.
I know, dude. There's like 22 cards in each pack. We get 3 more packs here, and they'll be done. I think this is the most probably lackluster pack that's we're pulling tonight. So we'll get you knocked out and then
All right.
get to all the good stuff here.
Let's rip.
Herbert, Woodson, Chris Jones. Now I'm trying to think of something cool to do with this crap ton of like base cards that I have here. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about trying to make like I don't know. I'm trying to think about gluing them together and making them like furniture or something.
You
like
could make some
like
pretty interesting artwork.
yeah, that's what I'm
Put it all
trying. That's what I'm
together
trying to
or
like.
something.
You put it like in a
Yeah.
sports bar. You put it like on a tabletop or something like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be pretty
Jalen
cool.
Carter
Make a bar out of the cards. That would be pretty cool.
and that one here, Dugan.
Keyshawn Butte.
Next, what's this? Is this going to be? Nope.
Oh,
Oh, it's a number
Jahmyr
though.
Gibbs. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's
It's numbered.
go. Second highest valued skill position player in the rookie class right now.
Jordan
And
Hanson.
that's gonna be a nice little card, man. I think you can probably flip that for like 10, 15 bucks because it does color match the Lions. It's blue. You got rookie card shield, you got Lions logo, Lions text at the top. Man, that's a nice hit. Yeah,
Yeah, for that
for
little
sure.
for that. So there's always one numbered card in these blasters. So it's good that you never know what you're gonna get there. That's a cool looking card though, for sure. You got kind of like a lot of, oh man, I'm a sucker for all these like refracting whatnots, stars and
Yeah.
stuff.
Even if it is a foil finish, so so it's not like a true chrome card. It doesn't have that same thickness, but I like them. The new foil finishes on some of these cards, I think they look great. It's just thinner. You have to be more careful with those cards, and
So as I'm putting some of these in sleeves, let me ask you, what players were you hot on at the end of the season that now you're cold on?
at the end of last season.
Like last season, you're like,
Well,
yeah,
at
this
the
is
end
gonna
of
be
last
legit.
season, I was hot on Alexander Madison because I had a feeling he would spike if it once Dalvin Cook was gone. Um, trying to think, I was hot on Gardner Minshew at the end of last season. Now it looks like he's not going to get a shot with Anthony Richardson. Let me think of more relevant starters though. I was hot on Rashad White until I realized how inefficient he was,
This
and that
guy? Oh
definitely
no,
makes me
Rashawn.
concerned. Um, trying to think.
So like one of the guys that I went out that like that I was that I don't really spec on a lot of guys, So I'm like whenever I just collect the players I like, but in comics I would always pick like one or two things that like okay I'm gonna spec on this thing and then that's all I'm not gonna spec on the whole NFL, just certain players. And for me, Calvin Ridley was that person, and I am glad that I did because I got a ton of rookies signed for like I picked up some for like $5
Nice. Signed $5.
for yeah Calvin Ridley. So
You said
uh,
rookie auto, right?
rookie autos, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they were very cheap whenever I was looking at them, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and spec on him because he's an old Falcon. I had some of his cards, but more to go and we'll be done with this one. Oh, how much did they go for there? 50?
All right. You ready to rip? You ready to do some more ripping?
Yeah, yep. So we got here. We're kind of ripping through these real quick. This Elliott finally signed.
Yeah, I found your Blue
Here's
Stars Gibbs. There was one that
yeah,
sold just 2 days ago for $6.50.
there
Six
you go.
dollars and 50 cents with $1.49 shipping. I think that
I mean,
person could have got $9.99 out of that card though.
was it an auction?
Yeah, it was an auction. So yeah, buy it now. I definitely think they
Okay.
could have got more. Plus, they did a scan and not a phone picture, which I think that cost some money too.
Anthony
I think
Richardson.
it's super important, especially with these foil cards, like
Hmm.
these paper cards that potentially have like a foil finish. I think it's super important to use phone photography and good lighting. It adds more depth to what, like, when you take a scan of these cards, it makes them look so fake. If you
The
ask me.
scan does,
Yeah,
huh?
the
Because
scan makes them look like um, a digital card, in my
now,
opinion.
so I don't know if you've seen it, but I made like a little setup where it's a staged little situation in the corner over here where I have like like a football. I have like a little thing, like a little platform where I put my cards on, and that's how I take pictures. And I had the lighting just right and everything, so I could just stick a card up there and then take the picture. Faster than having to set it up and try to
Mm-hmm.
make it look nice. I don't know if that makes a difference on people looking at stuff. There's a pretty,
Oh,
but I don't think it's
100%, brother. No, your photos are good because we reviewed your store and stuff, and yeah, your photos are great. You even took like extra photos. So
well. I think it's some old Chris
what but
Johnson there.
what's important is like giving the card life, making it look real. These scans
Yeah,
on these paper cards, they it goes back to like why Star Stock failed, because they refused to evolve and put actual scans and photos of the cards on there. And ComC does scans, but I think their scanner is pretty good. And now you can reprocess as Elite and get even better photography for your card. But I think it's so important to make the card look real. That's why the phone photography ultimately is so effective.
especially in
um
today's phones.
yeah, man, it's so effective because then you
Uh,
can get the light right. You can make it look real. You can give it life.
So Jalen Hyatt and Marvin Mims. Any
Cool.
idea was anything with them? I don't know
Oh
anything
yeah,
about
yeah,
these
yeah. They're
guys.
both great. I mean, they're both good. We talked about Jalen Hyatt earlier. He's balling out for the Giants right now. Third round draft pick from Tennessee, who just balled out with Hendon Hooker. Past couple years, and then Marvin Mims, a second round guy that Sean Payton beat the table for with great speed,
So one
exclusive pink.
exclusive pink and one numbered parallel. So we got the number, but never saw the pink. And I opened two of these boxes.
Yeah,
I never saw a pink one.
I never saw a pink one.
So the
We
pink one
just
must
opened an
be,
entire box.
yeah,
No pink. We didn't get a
no
pink.
pink. And that's the second box
What the
I've
hell?
opened without a pink. So those must be short print for sure.
Huh. So they tell you you're going to get a pink, but you don't get a pink. So,
But when you read
yeah,
it, it says on average, and that's kind of what
on
they say.
average.
That's what
Okay.
they say about
Okay.
the autos as well. So
The fine
this is
print.
cool going through these practice because you get to kind of I like to question you on these new rookies coming out because when we go to fantasy football, I like to try to find the rookies that are going to be standouts, but and it's hard to like
That's
know
my
obviously, but
job.
then
That's my
yeah,
job, bro. That's what I do.
let's crack these open and see what these are.
I know where the good information is at, brother. I know, and I consume it all, and I've been consuming it since before the draft. So by this
Matty
point,
Ice.
you know, I'm getting to know it pretty well.
Oh, there you go. I
Oh, we
like this
bounced back
guy.
to a Phoenix back. Yeah, yeah, Garrett Wilson. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm done with the score there. So I went back to these last two Phoenix. Clyde Edwards Alaire, and then Cooper Cup. I can't tell you how many Cooper Cup cards I have. So many Cooper Cuppies.
got any super rare? I mean, obviously, I think Cooper Cup at this point is kind of a hold. It's not gonna. Maybe week one we need to get some more positive reports on the Rams, Cooper Cup and the Rams. I think he's dealing with a little injury right now.
So I have one of those. They're called it's called an explosion, or it's like okay, so you what are those one it's a parallel or who is it for? Dang it, it's got like a comic book looking cover front to it,
Yeah, the
like Pat
Marvels,
like Pow. It goes like Pow or um oh here it
Heroes,
is.
Prestige
Here it is.
Heroes.
I found it right here. This one.
Oh yeah, dude, that card is sick. So it's basically like an alternate to the Kaboom, and that's
Yes,
also from Absolute.
correct.
Oh man, I
So
am jealous, dude.
they released these this past year that from what I know to kind of go with the kabooms, the explosive. Yeah.
I like those cards a lot. A Kaboom is a grail card for me that I really want to
So
get. I really want to get a Kaboom. Now I've got a downtown Gronk. Thank you for that, by the way, sir.
You want an explosive, or what make you do on that one?
I'm gonna look them up right now.
Yeah, because they might be shorter print than a Kaboom, or I don't know, but possibly. So nothing really fancy.
Oh, we got a well. You keep rapping. I'm unwrapping. I'm gonna go ahead and answer this question from Billy T. I cannot turn down a super chat. YouTube will literally kick us off the internet if we turn down a super chat. Billy T's been hunting Jahan Dotson's, and he wants to know my thoughts on his potential. I really like Jahan Dotson. I thought he was really good. If you look at the separation he was able to get in his rookie season, as well as some of the contested catches he was able to win. We know he's a first-round draft talent from Penn State. And if you go and watch his Penn State highlight reel, it is absolutely insane the catches this guy is able to make. So it's weird because the Commanders have like a lot of duplicate type of players. Like, Jahan Dotson's not too dissimilar from Curtis Samuel or Terry McLaurin. Like they have a lot of speedsters on the team. Jahan Dotson being 5'11", 181, runs a 40-yard dash, so he's best comparable to like Tyler Lockett.
Speaking of the devil, you think it's there?
Oh, is this a rare Dotson card?
It could be a signed card. Let's see.
Hey, look at this.
Speaking of the devil.
What? Check it out, man. All you have to do is start analyzing his play, and it's all started with Billy T's super chat, man. Check that out. Billy, you should negotiate to buy this right here in the Discord, because I am very bullish on Jahan Dotson. He's great, man, and he's a second-year player. It's just a matter of like what kind of passing volume he's going to get. Obviously, he's not the number one, but we know there's a lot of offenses that can feed two great wide receivers. Is Sam Howell that guy? Is Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs that offensive coordinator? He's definitely going to help. Eric Bieniemy is going to help because he comes from an Andy Reid coaching tree and style of offense. That's definitely going to help. Now, can Sam Howell be that guy? That's the big question mark. If you're buying Dotson, why not stack it and make a play with Sam Howell, get some Terry McLaurin, like go with the double stack there for the Commanders. It could be juicy.
That was not planned by any means either, because it was like a super chat. That's what's wild. Dotson, and then all of a sudden it's like pulled auto. That's wild. Get a little dust in there, get out of there. Yeah. That's crazy.
Nice. There you go, man.
He said you completely spoke that into existence right there. Like, you know of any Jahan Donsons? Like, Hayao. All right, y'all ask some other super chats, like on some like
those explosives don't go for nearly as much as the Kabooms. Look at what some of these explosives sold for Cooper Kupp veteran. Like 35. That was back in June, and you had one that's like a green 1 of 1 that sold for, I don't know, $500 at least up. And they're obviously very rare, but man, they didn't sell that great earlier in the summer.
Got some dust at least on here Kupp. Or something.
At least on Kupp. Let me get back to that.
Someone was asking, like, sometimes these cards come out like this dust on there from the factory. It's weird.
I'm gonna comp the Dotson. I'm gonna help you guys negotiate right here live on stream.
Well, you know how I am. I like people that have a desire for a certain player or for a team. I always like to try to help them get what they're looking for. So, at the end of the day, if this goes to a good home, if someone that likes them, I'm all about it. That's so cool that someone asked about that and it just pops out. All right.
Jahan Dotson.
See. before we get into limited, let's do the select here. Then we're gonna open the limited. Hopefully, someone asks
Oh
about
man, I might
like
have to get my
a party or something. Someone asked about someone like, you have any signed Mahomes? Anything signed Mahomes anywhere? I have not seen these yet. This new select.
Let's go, baby. Let's pull an Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson. Let's pull an Anthony Richardson rookie auto right here live on the Football Card Quest Friday night. Ripping open some 2023 select draft picks. You know what time it is. We got Ryan, the Rhinoverse box ripper in the house. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let us know in the comments section below if you want
Wow, they
to
look
get any
very
buy any of these
similar.
cards from Rhino.
Oh, that's cool. These look very similar to
Got a
last
Hendon
year's.
Hooker.
So Barry Sanders action there. Colin Murray. Chris Cotta. Welcome back, Cotta. Tillman. That's a new rookie, huh? Yeah. Ray Lewis. Ray. John Jackson. Oh, look at that. Bonya. A laser.
Mahomes.
A laser Purdy.
Oh, is that Brock Purdy?
Laser. Mm-hmm.
I saw number 15. I don't know. I thought Patrick Mahomes. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a Brock Purdy laser. So that's a little short print action. And then a Hendon Hooker future.
Yeah, those aren't really worth
Yeah,
me.
nothing. Cool looking card though. I like I like good looking cards. I guess everyone does, but that's like, can that be any more?
Yeah, for sure, man. The aesthetics. We like aesthetics.
I wonder what that Purdy is worth now. You're gonna have to do a little comp action on that, just so.
On that Purdy, I think a $5 card is my initial estimate.
Hendon Hooker. That's a cool looking card though, for sure.
What's going on, Dan, BCJ, Billy T, Eli? Yes, I will answer some questions, Eli, but I want to make sure we stay on point here with our box ripping brother. And now, if you super chat, then I have to post your comment up and dive into your question. We will do a deep dive then.
Boom, yeah. Gibbs base, Mahomes base, Waddell. Waddell fell off the face of the earth, huh? There's some Zay. Evan Ingram.
Another one of those.
Wham.
Okay. Wham. So the fact we just pulled another one of those, I think devalues Brock Purdy a little bit.
Oh, Jake Hayner. There he goes. There he goes, the Hayner, bro. I tell you, that guy's going to chase me.
Card.
That dude's that's going to be the guy that follows me everywhere. I can already tell it. It's already being written right now that Jake Hayner is going to be the guy that follows me all through this whole season. That's why I pulled
Jake Hayner is going to be your guy.
Yeah, I pulled the XRC or whatever, and now it's like it's going to be relentless Hayner situation going forward. So we got the Flau and the Gibbs, the Gibber. I think there's only 2 of those lasers in the box, but I might be wrong. We'll find out when I bust out this next package.
Okay. Yeah. Justice Hill is a 2019 rookie running back. Obviously, he's behind Dobbins and Gus Edwards, so he'd be a preseason flip for me, or you're just hoping that those guys get hurt. He does have some good athleticism, but he's never been able to stay consistent on the field. He has not made the most of his opportunities at all. I liked him coming into the league because he was super explosive in college. He is promising. You could probably get his cards insanely cheap. So yeah, I mean, he's not a bad to he's still 2019 rookie. So same class as Tony Pollard, he's still got time to.
Who's that?
Maybe Justice Hill for the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, he's a super deep sleeper that most people haven't heard of. Like that's the kind of guys Eli's getting into. Those guys, he's getting into Calvin Austin. He's getting into Anthony McFarland, like a 2020 third or fourth string running back on the Steelers. And the problem with those guys from 3-4 years ago is they still haven't worked their way up the depth chart, and that's for a reason. So it takes away a lot of that FOMO. Like it's going to be a lot harder for them to generate the same level breakout that a rookie can from a smaller performance. If you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean.
I can't stand how it's worked. Just wanted to put that out there. AJ, some Andre Johnson. See, this is laser, but it's not the white laser. And then unstoppable.
The cards are a little bit off camera, brother.
Oh,
like
sorry.
A little bit. Yeah, they were like a little bit too far down. Or yeah, you could just move the cameras up. I don't know if you had shorts on. I was starting to get a lot of thigh.
You get my thigh. Don't get excited now.
I was getting excited.
Yeah. Yeah. So, around here, around the Texan arena, this guy is a living legend.
Andre Johnson. Yeah, it's kind of color matched too.
Andre. Who is this? There's no name on here. Oh, wait. There it is. Michael Mayer.
Rookie tight end, playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's actually the best overall tight end coming out of the draft class. He's just wasn't as athletic as Kincaid or Laporta from a receiving standpoint. So that's why those guys went ahead of him. But he was the most pro-ready one. Mayer could actually surprise a lot of people, honestly. He's pro-ready. Jimmy G's obviously not a much of a deep ball passer, and he's not mobile. So
a color match on this.
Yeah, that's some nice color match right there.
That's a purple. That's a purple. I mean, that's a purposely color matched card, though, huh?
Yeah.
So that's unique than the regular card. Anderson, Terry McLaurin. Wait to get Terry McLaurin.
Yep, he's a stud.
There you go.
It's a top 10.
So you get Richardson
there. You
go.
Just a base card, but
yeah. Waddell, Laser, Jordan Addison, Prism. That's the Prism version. Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Addison is a guy you definitely want to collect right now, man. Wide receiver 2 breakout coming for the Vikings.
So it also has Keyshawn Johnson and Amon. That's the Lions guy, right? Amon.
Yep. That's the sun god. That's the sun god. You gotta remember that name.
Sun god? I don't know.
He's quickly becoming a household name. Hey, call him whatever you want. Just don't ever, Ryan, tell him that he was the 7th wide receiver taken in the draft, or the 16th. I have to. It's one of those things where he's gone on record saying that he says the name of every wide receiver drafted ahead of him every morning before he goes to the practice field and the gym.
That's a little bit.
Talk about a chip on his shoulder. Talk about a work ethic. That guy is a dog.
I guess you will start to really, especially if you're like not feeling it, sick or whatever. You're like, I gotta say these stupid names down. These jerk off. Everybody.
No, I see him like stone cold serious, looking in the mirror, saying the names, and then like slaps himself twice, and
in the nuts.
And that's it. He's ready to go.
Oh, right. He slaps himself twice in the nuts. This guy's going to be toast. I don't think this guy's going to make it.
What? Don't tell me that. I just bought a big Tua at the National.
Oh, Bijan. Thing I tell ya. Don't know who this person is. Gronky.
What's up, Josh?
I was on Good Morning America with Gronk. Eli Manning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Woo, El
awesome, man.
Fuego. Check that thing. That's awesome. That's a sick looking card. Damn, that thing's
Yeah,
sick
that's pretty
looking.
cool. See, that's my guy, A.T. Perry. Let's go, baby. That
Who's
you need to
that?
sleeve up. You need to sleeve that up.
Oh, you
I
know
will
I
buy.
know.
I will buy that from you.
Are you doing the Porter? You're all over Porter?
What?
This is Joey Porter.
Oh, I couldn't see the name. It looked like a Wake Forest jersey. You're right. It's with the. Oh, that's a Joey Porter. Oh, that's sick too, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Numbered? No numbered
I
yet.
couldn't see the name at all. I saw it looks like a
His
Wake Forest
name's
jersey, but you're right. It's not. It's the all the flames.
yeah,
Yeah,
these
there's
names
the
have been
name,
real
Joey
small
Porter
on
Jr.
here.
Nice. I'm gonna look those Infuegos up. That's a cool looking card.
The flowers and the laser. Jose Flower. These aren't bad looking cards, really. Kind of, not too shabby. The box is very lackluster. A little Bijan.
Nice. All right, so the Bryce Young not good results for the Infuego. The Bryce Young Infuego is $8.39 today in auction.
Ooh, this is no bueno por caca.
The Bijan Robinson went for 15 in auction today.
Giggity up.
So if we
That's
pull
El
a
Fuego?
Bijan, yeah, that's the Infuego.
El Fuego.
It's just it's a cool looking card, but it's common, you know.
Here is the last one of this here bunch. Where we at? What time is it now? It's been on an hour. There you go. Not too shabby. And then we get to the heat of all heat.
Yeah, we're hour 16, considering the fact that
Pictures.
I think the first 30
That was
minutes we were
sucky.
trying to get your setup, you know.
Sorry. It'll be good next time for sure. There you
No,
go.
yeah, we
Also,
worked out the kinks, man. This is episode 1. I
this
gotta
is
I
all
gotta
you
make
right
us a
here.
little intro. Yeah, that's a nice Mike Allstott right there.
When you
Man,
get
look how
whatever you get,
jacked he was even in college. Look at that.
those pads are ridiculous. Lucky.
Yeah, he had the neck roll and the whole 9
Jeff
yards.
Downs.
A lot of downs getting printed.
A little Kittle action. Ooh, what is this little
Yeah.
LT? Man, that's a goofy looking picture. To me, you imagine seeing that coming at you. You would
What?
turn around. You would turn around and lay down.
That doesn't look like a real picture. It looks like they photoshopped his head onto his body. That is weird looking, man.
That's from his college too, Tar Heels.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Miles Murphy. I don't know who this person is.
Interesting.
That's a prism action, so I'll go and prism under all of
Is
it.
that the entire box?
That was the box of select right there.
No way.
Yeah,
There's
it's just that.
there's no auto. There's no
Well,
hit.
so that is a retail mega box.
Oh, that was a retail mega box?
That was a retail
Man.
mega box.
Where we need the Ryan magic.
I tell you. Well, yeah. Hopefully this last limited box we're about to open, there'll be some real. Oh, we did
Best for
get.
last.
We got Dotson. That's the only auto we got so far, huh?
Yeah, the Dotson was
Rich.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That. But this this box, they're very proud of this box. So it's an expensive mega box. That's why I only bought one.
I think that that Phoenix, because I never officially comped it. I was looking at some different results, but it's like a $20 card. You know,
Which
that's a
one?
nice card.
Which one?
That Phoenix Silver rookie auto Jahan Dotson.
Oh, the auto. Oh, yeah. Well, if the gentleman in the chat if that's a card he's interested in, just let me know, and we will definitely see what we could do to ensure that you receive the card. I might have actually another auto of his actually. Now that I think about it, let's kind of go over a couple of the hits that we had from that one. So yeah, I mean minor hits, but Flowers, the El Fuego, the
Yeah.
Waddell, Addison.
Tiny hits.
Yeah, some good base though. Gibbs, Flowers. Hayner, you can't get away from him. CeeDee Lamb, Hooker, the Purdy action. when they kind of get out too, it seems like when things kind of people start finding cards, they start when people say, oh, this is the card that's available out there. Again, so there each pack had a laser, but there's only two of the white ones. So now we're going to be pulling some fuego on this bad
Let's
boy.
do it.
You know anything about this box?
It's hobby only, right?
Correct.
And some of those RPAs out of limited are really nice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I know about it.
I had to I before I got it, I looked it up on I was like, let me check eBay to see what these cards look like. And the reason why what made me it was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this is because the cards look really good. They're just very good looking cards. Now they sell these packs are $100 a pack.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they sell for in
Dan
the
wants to
shop.
know how much that Phoenix box was.
The
We didn't
Phoenix
even do a
box.
full box of Phoenix. We did some packs out of your box that's at the
Mhm.
store.
I've pulled a total of six packs so far, and that was the only auto I think I pulled. I'm gonna see. This is some of the ones I pulled, I think, from yesterday. No, it's not. No. Yeah, I had two other packs that I had already opened. That was from yesterday though. So I have six more packs to open up from that box. I think I got the box. I think it was 275, I think, for the Phoenix box. Now it typically goes for I think they're selling for around 350 right now, but they had like 6 to 8 boxes still left, so he was cutting me a deal to try to move them. All right, so pick which one you want to go with first. You pick a
Oh,
pack.
left, middle, or right?
Hmm.
So real quick before we do it, yes, Josh, I'm pretty sure Ryan will sell the base Jamar Chase card.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Anything I'll say here tonight that the only thing that I kept that I won't sell is just the Falcons that I pulled, which was Bijan. The Andre I probably will keep because it's for Houston area, and there was like another a Ritter, but everything else is for sale. And then if you let me know what you're looking for, because since I only keep Falcons, I mean I have tons of stuff here that I'm just trying to put up on eBay and Andy's been great in helping me. He probably gets tired of my text messages.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about putting up this much. What do you think? And he was like,
Oh no,
yes or
you're
no.
good, man. I was telling a guy earlier, send me a whole batch of cards to comp out. I love it, man. I love it. Sometimes it takes me a little extra time, just depending on how busy I am, but I love doing it. I'll sit there. I'll be up in my bed at midnight, just comping cards out on eBay and helping guys out. It's fun.
Yeah, there's a tier on the Patreon. I think it's $20 or something like that, where he'll Andy's been nice enough to like kind of take a look at what you had going on, help you with supporting your store and get it up and going. Because I'd never had sold anything on eBay. Now I've sold some cards, and I'm averaging when I did the average, I think I'm averaging 323 per card right now. But a lot of them were the downtowns and stuff like that. I think I've sold about 8 to 10 cards.
Nice. All right. So with that, we got to go with the pack on the right here.
This one.
Yeah. I don't know. I just gravitated towards the right.
So if there is like a buck in here, that would be the one of the bucks. Then you will have first dibs on this out here thing. Let's see what we got. Ooh man, I'm excited about some stuff. I haven't opened up a big, nice, hefty pack like this in a long time. These are some legit packs. Well, Mike Williams. These cards look so nice. They're about a 55 point. No, they're about a 70,
Wow.
maybe a 75 or a 100 point.
So thick.
David Bell, uh, 20 of 125. Not too shabby of a card. Let's see. I have no idea. It's a limited edition. Julius Chestnut.
Oh, Julius Chestnut. Okay. Yeah, man. Julius
And
Chestnut's a scrappy dude. He's a good receiver too.
we got another Dotson here? No, yeah. No, McLaurin. So 10 of 125. And let's see, there'd be a hit in here. This should be the hit. No, I guess not. So it's got to have 2 autos and 1 mem in this box. So
Okay.
Josh Allen.
We got the mem,
So
right? You got the mem in this pack? It
that would
was
have
the
been that one right there. Yeah,
good. So it
there is the
wasn't
mem.
a auto, and it's a plain patch. So not good, but good that we got it out of the way because we're gonna get some serious hits now.
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm
Not too
trying to
shabby.
rub the good luck on you.
That was the hit of this pack. And all right, y'all have a good night. I'm not gonna open the rest now. No, I'm joking. All right. So chat. You're
I'm
doing left
good,
or right.
Josh.
Yeah, y'all pick left or right. Let's see what the chat has. What do you want to do?
Okay, let's see who's first in the chat.
These are fun to open. This is gonna, it's pretty evenly spaced. Glad to see y'all are not in bed. Haha. So y'all, someone in the chat say if you want to do left or right, which pack you want us to open next. Some cool cards.
Left. Oh, wait.
Wait.
Card Vibe. Card Vibe got it in first. He said left.
Left. Lefto. You get the lefty. So, and then we'll have one after that. So, maybe put it. I'm gonna rub it on a little bit of a Falcon action here. This is actually my Calvin Ridley jersey. So supporting my spec play and my Falcons at the same time. Let's see what we got here. A duplicate McLaurin. You always love when that happens. The juju worked. The juju worked.
Oh, nice. There
You
you
got
go.
a
Yeah.
Ritter 23 of 25. Ritter. That juju worked.
Heck yeah, man. That's been your biggest card you pulled so far of the night there, Ritter RPA.
Yeah, I have another. I bought a pack and it had Ritter in it too. Sometime back. He
Look at
gave me a
that,
good
man.
deal.
And you just rubbed Falcons juju on that pack.
I
That's
did. I got the
sounds
juju.
the
The
same.
juju worked. So that's
Wow.
23 of 25. A little Ritter action. Hell
Are
to the
you
yeah.
do you like the horizontal cards? Like what do you think? You didn't seem excited at all about that
Hmm,
card, so I'm not the
no,
vibes I'm getting from you.
I'm excited. I just I like to kind of take it all in. Actually like this one a lot. I love the lines to it and whatnot. Horizontal and up and down doesn't really matter. Now it's difficult to display the horizontal sometimes, but I feel like at some point they're going to come up with a good way to be able to display them as well. But I'm stoked that one of my autos was Ritter because I'm sure this one is if it's only 25. Sure, this probably goes for a pretty penny, and I have a lot of Ritter autos, so I think I'm gonna start moving some of the autos that I already have.
Well, yeah, you need to do it. You need to do that ASAP, brother.
You were poo-pooing on Ritter, and then it seemed like you got a little schmagma there. That sucks. From
Yeah,
lines
I take an analytics approach, and
whiskey.
it's a Bayesian model. So I look at the evidence of what the Falcons did in the draft, and once I did a deep dive on their team and looked at the depth at the trenches, the offensive line, defensive line, the playmakers in the secondary, the AJ Terrells, the linebackers, coaching, and then the run game now, strength of schedule. Once you take all those factors into consideration, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, it's going to be really hard for Ritter to fail. He's going to have to be really bad, you know? So that's when I was like, whoa. This guy
He
could potentially go, and I think he has kind of gone up throughout this off season heading into the season. Right now, I think he maybe even have stalled out a little bit just because I haven't heard hide nor hair about him, man.
about Ritter.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some interviews with him actually just recent. Now, when you put these in, do you put them face up or face down?
Face up.
So they started doing this face down thing, and
Really?
they haven't had 120-point cards holders in forever. The 120 points are missed, like they've been in gone,
Does
non-existent.
does that plain white patch bother you though?
I mean, it would be cooler if there was like some type of color stripe with it for sure. I'm trying to see. Uh I have some of the I want to see if I have the other one right here handy. Let me see. So I pulled this one recently. Well, in my optic box. And then
Yeah, I think that card
oh,
you have with the unfortunately I think the patch is gonna hold it back, but I
that
think you
was the
got
one.
like $100 card there from in the limited one that you pulled tonight. I'm looking at a comp here that's pretty close.
So this is the limited one. I got a pack, just a random pack. That was the last one in
Nice.
the box, and this was in it. This one has the multicolored in it too.
Yeah, that's a nice patch.
Yeah.
I really
Then
like that optic. Yeah, that
yeah, the
optic's
optic's
really
cool
nice.
too. That one I think is a 10, no 15. So
BCJ wants to know what the back says on that patch, the
on this
limited
one,
patch. Yeah.
it's close is not from any game or event. So it's not a worn. It's not was not worn during a game or anything. Hmm. But I'm still stoked. It's good for
That's
me.
right. The Falcons played tonight.
Yeah, they did. They played. They're one of the first games to start. I didn't see what the final was, and
It was
Ritter.
a low, 13-13, typical preseason here. Obviously, you don't have Burrow, no Joe Mixon, no Jamar Chase, no T. Higgins. So none of the starters started. But look, Andre Cephas once again balling out, target leader, receiving leader. Nice. And let's see, Desmond Ritter, a 64.1 quarterback rating. So not great. He threw an interception too.
Mm.
It's not great. He threw the ball nine attempts, 7 completions, 80 yards. So decent yards per attempt, I guess there. But yeah, overall not great with the interception.
So I've seen a few interviews with him and with Arthur Smith and Arthur Blank too. And it seems like Ritter is going to be a game manager of a quarterback. He's not going to be
Yep.
going out there
Yep.
to light it on fire. But they have
Arthur Smith
a
don't trust him for. That's what I'm saying. This could be as bad as you guys end up defense not being nearly as good as we think it's going to be. And, you could potentially end up in a spot where you're drafting Caleb Williams or like Drake May or Joe Milton or something next year.
Keaton Ingram.
Keontae Ingram.
Keontae Ingram.
Keontae
But that was
Ingram.
the
Yeah.
second one. 71
Yeah.
of 75.
He's not that good. He's backup for James Conner there on the true worst team in the NFL.
Little Nico,
Nice.
Mark Andrews, and the last one of the night is going to be Jerry Judy.
Nice. So
So
you're Desmond Ritter RPA, and obviously you're probably going to hold that and go for the ultimate upside. You probably stash that, right?
the Ritter, yeah, I'll probably just because to keep with my PC. Um, but in all actuality, I have 2 limited cards. I might sell that one and keep the one that just has the multicolors on it. But like so yeah, it was had that auto and then this auto and then here was the other auto. So the autos for the evening weren't too shabby, but the limited box, if I had actually paid the cost of those limited boxes, that limited box, I'd probably wouldn't buy another one.
Yeah.
Because it would make me just feel like a
Like,
bum.
man, I just feel if they're gonna put a nice patch card, why do they give plain patches like that? Especially when they know it's an expensive hobby only set that you get 5
Yeah.
cards in a pack. You get 15 cards in the whole box, and you can't give me multiple. You can't give me a little red stitching in the patch. Come on, man. You know, come on,
Yeah,
Panini.
it's one of the things I'm like, this is their, that box was selling for roughly around 3.25, I think.
Yeah, it would be different if it was game worn. That's the one way I would say, okay, one color's fine. Look, you got some grass stains on it, man. This is
Yeah,
awesome. You got some like blood
it's
on there.
naturally 2 colors now.
You know, that would be sick. I don't care if it's one color then, but they don't even it's not even player worn, really. It's it's just some
Yeah,
random patch of jersey they have sitting in a giant cardboard box in the Panini factory, you know?
I'm wondering if any of these jerseys that I have are worn or not. Like, I wonder if his other one was.
I'm
I have
sure
a
you got some. They do still do some sets where they do player worn. There is some game worn out there. It's just very, very rare.
Yeah. Well, so that was the bulk of the cards there. That was, well,
Yeah,
all of
man.
them pretty
No, it
much.
was fun. I mean, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. We have 34 people tuned in right now, so I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. I hope you guys really enjoyed this live stream. If you did, please leave us a like on the video. And like,
And suggestions, like like during something like this, what would you like? Would you like to have more conversation and maybe about like the players or like information about how they would adapt to fantasy football, maybe, or what kind of information would y'all like to have during the opening? So my goal is to maybe jump on again. I think Illusions comes out next week, but um, Mosaic is coming out in a couple weeks, so I'm getting a couple boxes of that.
awesome.
That'd be fun to open. And then as we go through it, like you're saying, like anyone that sees anything that they're just interested in or want to get, do whatever, just let me know. Rhinoverse can be seen. You can find it on Facebook, Twitter, or the X, or just there. You can find Rhinoverse pretty much everywhere. So just message me one way or another. And at the end
There
of the
you
day,
go,
I
guys.
like moving cards to those that want them. So
I
thanks for letting
appreciate
me
you,
jump on there.
Rhino. Great stream, man. Appreciate all you guys in the chat. We will see you next time. We're out.
Deuces.
Peace. Good stream, man.